What's up, fellow classers? It's Apollyon here, coming to you from WHF2, this time in an arranged war versus OneHive Genesis. I think the score says it all. 70 of 70 attacks for us at 96. It doesn't even matter what they do anymore. They've got 4 more attacks. If they want, I highly doubt that they will go ahead and perfect this war. But they can do whatever they want. They can just retire right now. They've won. So it was a great war. Some really good first attacks. The only, I think the thing that hurt us the most was our cleanup attacks. Our cleanup attacks just weren't there. We 3, 4 tried a few bases to get the 3 stars on Town Hall 9. And that's what does it. You got to clean up your first attack. So I'm going to go ahead and use this intro for both of the sides that I'm going to do. I'm going to do pretty much focus on Town Hall 8s because I know PB and probably Jake and a million other people are going to go ahead and focus on the Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 9 attacks here. So there's really no point for me to go ahead and go through those. You know, OneHive, Jake from OneHive and Powerbang Gaming. Go ahead if you haven't subscribed to them already. I'm sure you have, but I'm sure they'll go ahead and do a good war recap on those. So let's go ahead and get into each of the different sides, and I'll put them as 2 different videos. Again, as you can see, OneHive Genesis was they were the victors here, and the war is over. If you haven't seen the other video, go check it out. But where we showed the WHF2 attacks on the OneHive Genesis Town Hall 8s, now we're going to go the other way and focus on the OneHive Genesis Town Hall 8s attacking our bases. And no Town Hall 9 had to come down to any of the bases. Both sides cleared out the Town Hall 8s with very little problem. I don't think any Town Hall base lasted more than 2 hits. So, it's pretty impressive on both to both sides, because our bases are, in my opinion, are just about as the best bases as you can get as far as Town Hall 8 anti-3s. But yeah, we didn't show the fails. I'm going to show the 1 fail on my base just because I love it and I'm proud of it. But he's going to go ahead and send the hogs in for the lure. And I'm not sure which one of these things are cleanups or which ones are fresh hits. So again, I can't speak to that. A lot of them were cleanup attacks when they're done so systematically. But you know, OneHive definitely brought their A game. They came in with good attacks and did hit quite a few of our Town Hall 8s and crushed them on the first attack. So that last clan castle unit will go down. Drops the king in there to kind of tank a little bit and start doing the cleanup, and then we'll drop a 2-finger hog drop. It's going to bring a mass hog attack with 3 heals. So he'll go ahead and start doing counterclockwise. Hasn't needed to drop 1 yet. Tons of hogs go flying there, and you know, goes in and hits that giant bomb. Almost out of the reach, but they do get healed all the way back up to full. Drops the second one in there as they're making their way clockwise around the base. I don't know if I said counterclockwise or clockwise. It is clockwise. And has no more hogs left over, but does have another heal. There's a Tesla farm, a tri-Tesla farm there. So he'll have to heal right in that spot to push them all the way through. There's an archer tower as well going and targeting him. The king is also getting his cheap punches in. And you know, they're going to go ahead and take out that archer tower. Spring traps get a couple of them, but they will go ahead and prevail, and we'll go ahead and speed things up here. And not too many hogs left over. I think only like 3 hogs left over there, but that's okay. It's everything else is done. King is completely filled. There are at least 4 or 5 wizards left over, so JJ's base goes down. Good attack, Jake. All right, the next one, we're going to see our number 21, I Am Sparta, attacking Invisible Kid. And they're going to go ahead and bring another mass hog attack. I think they used a lot of mass hog attacks. So definitely comfortable with that mass hog. Did some great surgical attacks and great heal spots. So he'll go ahead and grab the lure here. And I think, yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to make his way to trip that giant bomb if it's there. No, it does not, but does trigger the rest of the skelly traps too. So we'll go ahead and speed this up, as I think he's going to use the barbarians and wizards to take care of this, as well as the poison, and doesn't need to hold that poison back because the skelly traps have been triggered. So he'll try to get a free thing from the minion, but does not really. He needed to drop that king in first, which he did now and makes up for it. So you know, the hogs are going to be in. He brought 3 heals. The king was tanking a little bit, and he'll go ahead and drop his first heal there for the splash damage to the Wiz Tower. Has 12 hogs left over, and he did drop his clan castle hogs first, which is it's good. I mean, you take a risk of them running into spring traps and losing them super quick, but if they last, they're the best ones to drop first, as they're the strongest and toughest. Uses that last heal, so he's got to make this push all the way through here with the barbarian king hitting them, and the splash damage from the wizard tower and the archer tower and mortar and cannon. There's a lot of defenses to get through here still, but they'll go ahead and make their way through, and we'll go ahead and start the cleanup mode as they finish that last cannon. They will barely take out this king. I think only a handful of hogs, maybe 2 or 3, 2 are left, but he's got a nice spread on the wizards and barbarian king. So again, not a completely crushed base, but very nice attack. All right, we'll drop down to number 23. Watch Hold My Beer. He completely wrecks this base. This is definitely a first attack. I remember watching this. And he's just going to spam this base with hogs. So he'll grab the lure. I'm not sure if he grabs a giant bomb or not. This definitely is the first hit, so I don't think he knows where they are. Maybe he's doing guesses, but grabs the lure, loses a lot to spring traps, loses a lot to everything else in there. We'll go ahead and drop the poison, do the wizards and barbarians to clean this clan castle up. Drops a giant there to start tanking for these hogs, but then he's going to do like a 7-finger drop here and basically just start deploying all these hogs from all around, up top, all over. Just mass deployment of those hogs, and they're all going to converge completely in the middle, you know, into this base. So, you know, just go ahead and take all these things out, start doing the heals as they make their way into that core. So yeah, so they will trigger a giant bomb there, jump right through it and jump right into that heal. Just, you know, good attack. Now this base is completely toasted, and I'll start doing the cleanup. Lots of hogs, tons of spread. I mean, all over the place. Can you do this attack all the time? No, you can't, and we'll show you why in just a little bit. But good attack on this one. So good job, Hold My Beer. Next, Surgical Go Wipe. Math is going to go ahead and hit Surgical Go Wipe, and he's going to bring another mass hog. So we went strong on the go ho, go low, holo, and stuff like that. They went mass hog on most of their attacks. So again, they're going to do semi-surgical. He does bring a loon in there to go ahead and take out that easy pickin' cannon on the bottom there. They will grab that lure, and that last loon goes down. The hogs are still making their way through the heal. This must have been either a good guess or a cleanup attack, because they trigger that giant bomb, grab the lure, and all for the price of just a few hogs and a heal. It's a great trade-off. So way to go. That's a fantastic entry using mass hogs. Drops the hogs as well as the clan castle in there. He really doesn't have too much to worry about now except for spring traps. There is only one giant bomb left. He triggers it standing in complete heals, so he has another heal left. You know, you just got to make sure you're placing those heals where the splash damage is and where the high concentration is, where that wizard tower is doing splash damage, and all those Teslas pop up. They do have to push their way through the rest of the base. There are still a few more point defenses, but he has so many hogs and no giant bombs to worry about that it's not really an issue. You know, the mortars are so slow and usually shoot over where the hogs are anyway, so they don't usually hit until they get a lot closer and are stuck at other defenses. We'll go ahead and speed this up because this base has a bazillion hogs and no defenses to stop those hogs. So nice attack, Math. Way to go. All right, Danker getting hit by number 21, so I think that's a 6-star war for him. And is going to bring another mass hog, and I mean, look at the composition, almost no wizards, just 5 wizards, a giant tank, and 38 hogs. So if you guys want to learn how to mass hog really well, you watch these guys do it. They did it extremely efficiently and just completely crushed anti-3 bases, which is going to be able to do any other base too. So, you know, compact ones, but they go ahead and take care of that double giant bomb, only trade, I think maybe 8 or less hogs to get all those defenses, and that he doesn't bring a lot of wizards because he knows he's going to go ahead and use the poison to kill the clan castle. So there's really no need to bring a lot of wizards for the clan castle kill. So again, load up on those hogs if that's what you're going to be able to do. And hogs go flying. Does have to worry about those spring traps. He does have 2 more heals left, which he'll use 1 there. Has 8 more hogs left over, and he deploys them in at the 3 o'clock position. Still has that last heal that he's going to drop here, and they're going to go ahead and take care of these clump of defenses. And I think he doesn't have to worry about any other giant bombs. The last one was tripped right above that heal. So they've just got to push their way against this last couple of point defenses, the archer tower and cannon, and then finally that whiz tower. And I'm sorry, I guess he did have another heal left. So uses that last heal where that wizard tower was, and this base is completely done. It's all over. Archer tower goes down, the hogs go ahead and take out the king, and it's just cleanup. Nice little split there too, and they'll go ahead and take out the rest of the base. All right, Hunt and Peck is going to get taken out by Daredevil. It's going to bring another mass hog with 37 hogs this time. So you see a reoccurring pattern here. So they going to go. They usually invested a lot on their lure. Try to get that at least 1 giant bomb. Get that lure. Get some good stuff from that. So they do lose a lot to Spring Trap. He'll drop the poison. Poison is going to cover most of things. Doesn't cover the skelly. It doesn't get the top left-hand mobs in there, but that's a little no big deal. So he'll go ahead and anchor on the bottom there. He does need to take care of that witch, though. The witch will definitely be problematic, so he'll have to do the barbarian and wizard thing, and the wizards don't take care of the skeletons very well. So that was definitely a failed clan castle kill. That's going to cause a huge problem for him as it is right now. As you see, he's using almost all of his wizards, and they'll just completely keep hitting those skeletons. They finally take out the witch right here, and yeah, it was just a tough clan castle kill for him. He should have dropped it on the witch instead. So anyway, it doesn't stop him from getting the 3 stars though. So he'll go ahead and drop that heal, the first of the 3 that he has brought with him. And honestly, it doesn't really do too much until they hit that giant bomb and just gets it. That's just on the corner of that giant bomb there. So he'll start, he's got 7 more hogs in there. He's already deployed his clan castle hogs. And yep, he's still got 1 more heal left. He'll go ahead and drop that heal. Some of the hogs will go into it. Some of them will jump out of it and jump back into it again. So yeah, they'll go ahead and make their way. He has just a few more hogs to deploy as the other hogs are tanking for him. Needs to get rid of that cannon, needs to get rid of that Tesla, but all the rest of them all come up and join and take that Tesla out. Running pretty low, but that's all right. It'll take care of the skelly traps. Does have quite a bit of hogs left over. They'll go ahead and take that king out, and then the king will also take them out, and just a few hogs left over to take out that last town hall and clan castle, and we're all done. All right, number 27 on Day-Day. Or no, Day-Day on our number 27. Another mass hog, 39 hogs, I think, is what we're talking about here. Tons and tons of hogs. So we'll go ahead and speed this up. He'll go ahead and get the lure. And, yep, go ahead and take care of that. And drop the poison there. Still a lot of goblins that are outside of that poison. We'll go ahead and fast forward this as the loons go down. does need to take care of those last little bit of goblins, so he'll feed them barbarians and use the wizards just like he would with a dragon or a loon. Everything's fine there. Now he'll drop the king in there, start targeting, tanking for these hog drops. He'll do a 3-finger drop and use another surgical type deployment of these hogs. So notice that these guys are not spamming their hogs in with a 1-finger or 2-finger drop and just letting them walk through the entire base. He's doing it counterclockwise here, and he's got 15 hogs left. He's already deployed his clan castle hogs right there. They'll be standing in heels with that in that giant bomb and make their way through. He's still deploying more. He's got 8 more left over. They're standing in that giant bomb heel. And then he's going to go ahead and deploy the rest of them and use that last heal to cover that last little bit of defenses there. The double giant bomb spot's already been taken care of, and there's no more giant bombs. Tons and tons of hogs left over here. I mean, just a ridiculous amount of them left. Nice split, and that's all that she wrote for this base. Number 28, getting taken out by name. Going to bring another mass hog here, and go ahead and speed this up as he throws the nice trap placement there. He does grab the lure. If that was a not a P.E.K.K.A. in there, if it was a lot of archers or goblins or what, he would definitely have not gotten the full lure. But it's very easy to take out a P.E.K.K.A. Same as a dragon. Drop the barbarians, drop a couple wizards around, and those wizards will completely toast that P.E.K.K.A. The P.E.K.K.A. hits so hard but so slow, so can't target, and it does not do area of effect, so it needs to hit those barbarians one by one. You can see those barbarians are still alive after that. So drops the hogs in a 2-finger drop there, and again another surgical style. Drop the king in there to start tanking for those hogs, and then make their way around the base counterclockwise style. Drops some more hogs up on top. Drops his heal there to heal for that giant bomb spot. He's continually going around, and yeah, this is going good for him, and still has 8 more hogs left over. He's already dropped his clan castle up at the 12 o'clock position. Has 1 more heal still left over with those last bit of hogs that he's deployed from the bottom, and he'll heal up right in that area. A lot of hogs go flying, but that's fine. They're standing in heals even more. He still has quite a number of them, and that Wiz Tower will not be able to do too much damage. We'll drop that poison on the king to slow it down, because he knows those hogs have got to make it all the way there, and they need to hit that wizard tower and not get hit by too much splash damage, and the king at the same time. So the king will definitely hit them slow. That's a poison, does great. Those just a couple of hogs tank that giant or that barbarian king, but have very little life left, but that's fine. There's no more defenses left, so they'll go ahead and do cleanup. Not a lot of hogs, but it was a good attack. Way to get those 3 stars name. All right. Now we mentioned that before, that it's a great attack style if you can make it work. With the mass hog deployment, Hold My Beer is going to go ahead and attack mine. It's a fresh hit, a brand new one. He's going to try to do the exact same thing as he did on the previous base that he crushed. So he'll go ahead and send his hogs in there, try to get the lure, and also the trigger anything he can. He does get that giant bomb, very, very nicely done on the first attack. Does get the, he gets the full lure there. Again, if I would have put archers and wizards and other things in there, he would definitely not have gotten that full lure and would have had to send him back in there again. But he did get that. So he's going to do the poison wizard barbarian kill. And he's going to go ahead and spam the entire base again with hogs from all different sides. Drops the barbarian in there to go ahead and start tanking for the hogs. And there goes the 5-6 finger deployment. 7 finger all through the base. goes ahead and heals up at that wizard tower spot. But this is the problem with that kind of deployment, as watch this out. I don't know how many hogs there are, but it doesn't matter. They're all done. It's toast. Finished. End of story. Has one more heal left. Doesn't make a set. Doesn't. He can't even call in help for this. It's this. This is completely done. This attack is over. The skellies are demolishing the hogs, whatever ones are left. Wiz tower as well. So yeah, it's done. So we'll go ahead and fast forward this, as you know, that's all she wrote. There's no more left. So anyway, that was the first attack. The good thing about that for them is they found out where all the bomb spots are, where all the trap spots are, and then they go ahead and take care of my base. So let's go ahead and check out Daredevil, get a 6-star war and his 3-star attack here. Very good, again, mass hog deployment, but this time he knows exactly where the double giant bomb and giant bomb spots are. So he's going to go ahead and invest a lot to get into this wizard tower, and he knows that once he gets that wizard tower down, and I mean, it's very, very nice attack. I don't know, I want to say lucky, because I think he knew exactly what he was doing with the mount, but he just gets that hog. It could have gone either way. The wizard and the dragon are both firing on the hogs, and it could have gone down, but it doesn't. It runs right through it and gets, like, I mean, that was just, again, great deployment, but I don't know. It could have gone either way. The dragon and the wizard could have definitely toasted them before they got to that double giant bomb spot, and he would have negated the path, so that would have been still good. But they might have caught him on the cleanup. I think that was definitely pretty impressive. So anyway, he drops the clan castle hogs there. Like how I fast forward when they're crushing my base. So he'll drop his first heal there, and just again surgically start deploying these hogs in a clockwise manner. Still has 6 more left. Has another heal left over. Skelly traps are deployed. And yeah, he's going to go ahead and take care of this base pretty well. He's got tons and tons of hogs left over after that. Loses some to spring traps, but it's not really a big deal. So yeah, it's pretty much all over. Uses that last heal, which will go ahead and cover that giant bomb. I don't know if he catches them too much in that heal, but they'll take care of those skellies. They'll start taking the rest of the base down. Wizards will go ahead and take out the Barbarian King, and the other Barbarian King, the good one, will come around and take that out. Or should I say the bad one? I don't know. Whatever way you're looking at. So nice attack, Daredevil. Alright, Excalibur is going to get taken out by Math. So if I'm not mistaken, that's a 6-star war from Math as well. Again, they keep bringing more and more hogs each time. This one's like a 40-41 count hog, with only 4 wizards. So I don't know if this was a cleanup. Might have been a cleanup, to know exactly. You can't bring that little of wizards and barbarians if it's going to be a dragon, or unless you feel really confident that nothing is going to go wrong. So he brings only a few wizards, a few barbarians, just in case, but uses that poison. Let's speed things up. Okay, Valkyrie's taken care of, and it's going to start again surgically deploying these hogs throughout the base, and do it in a clockwise manner. It's very cookie cutter. You see how it is. They're standing in heals there, get healed back up through that giant bomb triggered, and I think this one might have 3 singles. I'm not completely sure, but you'll go ahead and heal up here where the Tesla is, and the Archer Tower, and the Mortar. And then, deploy the rest of his hogs with the king kind of tanking for them. And is done with his heals at this point, but there's so many hogs left over, and they only have 1 more defense left. And they'll go ahead and take care of the skelly traps and the king, and they'll go ahead and start the cleanup. So nice attack, Math. Way to go. Alright, Doc getting 3-starred by, something Vortex. I don't even want to know what that is. Mesoscale Vortex. All right, another, I don't know, billion hog, mass hog attack attack here. We'll lose a lot to spring traps, but we'll get the entire lure and take out that whiz tower. So, all right, so he uses the poison. I think he gets that last loon in there, but it's close. Yeah, it looks like he does, just on the outskirts. The Valkyrie will go down, and they'll start the deployment of the hogs. And I think he's going to do a clockwise again, just to make sure all those hogs meet up. And go ahead and start tanking with the giant. And wants to get, take care of that archer tower so that he can control where those hogs are going so they don't reroute up there. Very nicely done. You got to control where you're funneling those hogs and which path so that they all meet up to each other instead of just splitting and then getting crushed by a giant bomb or something like that. So he's got another heal left over. Does leave his clan castle hogs for the last, and he'll go ahead and deploy them and drops that last heal in there. Right outside the giant bomb, but they'll get healed up standing in that heal. And yeah, there's only a few more defenses left. It drops all the other little ancillary units in there. The air defense is completely defenseless against these hogs, as they're going to go ahead and take care of that. And then they will die to the Barbarian King. So everybody else has got to step up and take care of these rest of these buildings, as he has 0 hogs for cleanup. And the wizards and the Barbarian King will gladly take that and then take care of the rest. So nice hit, way to go. True Alpha, just a few more, getting hit by 2 scoops. And we're going to see, yep, you guessed it, another mass hog attack. 38 hogs brought in here. And I think we won the versatility war here. We won the most versatile attacks. But if you got something that works like mass hog, definitely use it if you're that good with it. So anyway, he grabs the lure, grabs the giant bomb. Nice, nicely done there. Should drop the poison, take care of all these things. And yep, then we're going to go ahead and he misses the wizards, the witch again. So he's got to treat that just again like a dragon. Drop the barbarians, and then finally the wizards will soon. They'll get there. There you go. Take out the witches, and then finally the Larrys. And he's going to go ahead and do another clockwise deployment. Drops the king a little late there. It's not really tanking for anybody except for that little mortar, which doesn't make a difference. Starts to go ahead and sprinkle his hogs clockwise. They will eat a giant bomb there up top, but mostly get healed back up top. It's a little late with that heal. And go ahead and get that troll Tesla in the corner with the giant, and start to make their way back. And we get all together back at that one spot where the heal is. There's about 3 or 4 more defenses left. One of them is an air defense, which will do nothing. Cannons will be taken out, Tesla, and then finally that air defense. So they will be they will just basically be on less than life support with that triggering that giant bomb. So some things went their way too on these attacks. So it's you got to have that every war though. So just do a little cleanup, and very nice attack by 2 scoops. All right, I think we got 3 more left or 2 more left. Let's see, 3 more, and then we're all finished. So Tweets is going to get 6-star ward, 3-starred on this attack by 2 scoops. Nice war, 2 scoops. And he's going to mix things up a little bit with a cold-blooded Goho. So he's going to go ahead and start his lure from the top there, or from the 3 o'clock position. Grab the skellies. Don't think he got the lure, so let's see what he does here. So he has to send more hogs in there. It's kind of valuable to send those things in there, but they will take out this wizard tower this time. Grab that lure. Don't think they got the full lure there either. So definitely an interesting thing. He does bring a quad quake, so he wants to get his kill squad pretty far in here, but I don't think he got the full lure. That whiz tower is just very stubborn to go down. So anyway, he does the quad quake, and we'll send his golem in there. The Valkyries are coming in, start to take out that golem, and finally the wizards will go ahead and target there. And but those Valkyries will do a little bit of damage on that golem. Drops the king in there to help for the wall breaker in that's now open, and you know, tank for some of those wizards. And they'll take out some of those side defenses. They will make their way to that the edge. That P.E.K.K.A will come in and just basically smack down that king while he's hitting the good king. Both kings are down now. P.E.K.K.A's walking inside, so walk inside. So clockwise deployment of the hogs. Only has one heal left, so it's got to be very, very stingy with that heal. He's got to drop it at the right place, which is right there. And they'll go ahead and trip that giant bomb, stand and heal while you know, they take out that air defense. So you know, if you notice what they do so well with their heals is they make sure that they're hitting a defense while they're getting healed free up. A lot of times people drop the heals as the hogs are walking out of it, and that doesn't do any good. You want them while they're walking in, or at least, you know, getting healed up full while they're getting hit with defenses. So very nicely done. And we're in cleanup mode, and it's all over. All right, so nice, nice attack, 2 scoops. Just 2 more. SGK getting taken out by Diego Costa, 19. And I was going to bring a drag loon here, so a little bit different. And you know, it's really, he'll go ahead and zap Quake or Zake the bottom air defense. But if you look at the path that these loons have to go, it's almost non-existent. I mean, that's what makes this so easily drag looned, is they'll start taking out, the dragons will start taking out these defenses, and as soon as they take out those top defenses, those loons only have a straight path right down to the air defense. They'll take out that mortar too, and then there's nothing left. I mean, they go right from the air defense to the sweeper and right back to the other air defense. Or no, they'll just make me lie. But the dragons will work their way through the rage and take out that last air defense, and it's all over. So you know, a couple of those loons will make it through, help out with the dragon. They'll send the last one in to make sure they take out that air archer tower, which is the only defense that could even do any damage to these dragons. So nice attack, Diego. Good to see a dragon attack here. And then finally, Yona getting 3-starred by Ricochet. So he's going to bring another mass hog. I mean, look at that. This is like a 3-minute raid. 2 minutes and 59 seconds. Wow. That's pushing it. That's so he'll go ahead and try to grab the lure here. I think he gets some of it. Let's just see. Yeah, I think he got all of it there. So he will use his minion, which is not really you know, the best idea. It's not going to help bring those Valkyries or those barbarians, which is why he had to throw his archer down there, and you know, it's messed up the complete everything. So he's got to throw the barbarian and make sure they clump up, and got to keep doing that. So definitely not a good use of the minion. And he still needs to grab that balloon in there, so he'll drop some more barbarians to make sure that balloon gets targeted. And then that Valkyrie is the last one standing. The wizards will run right past the Valkyrie. And then finally, one-shotter. Start deploying in the hogs and from the side. I think that's why this attack took so long, is because that clan castle were already a minute and a half into the attack, and he just started to do the hogs. So that king will do some damage on these hogs as they're standing in heals, though, for that giant bomb. And I think they're finally done with that, so they'll go ahead and start deploying in the hogs in a clockwise manner. Drop the second heal for when they meet up into that Tesla farm, that Tri-Tesla farm. And the skellies are on a mission. The skelly traps are going for those wizards, and they will definitely do a little bit of damage to them. They'll do some good damage. And then finally, he'll drop the rest of the hogs up on top. Does not have any heals left. He used his last heal up for that air defenses. And yeah, there's really almost nothing to stop these hogs at this point except that giant bomb, which does. But there's no point defense. There's only a splash damage of mortar and a whiz tower. Very fortunate for him. If there was another Tesla or an archer tower up top, I think those hogs would have been toast. So it doesn't have very much cleanup, which is another reason why it took so long. but still a decent attack. And good job to all the OneHive Genesis. I mean, that was definitely a tutoring or a lesson on how to do mass hog deployment, both on multiple finger drops and on a good surgical kind of fashion on how you should do it, why you should do it, when you should do it, and where you should place your heels. So it was just really nice to watch. Some really well thought out attacks as far as the mass hogs go. So, and again, congratulations to OneHive Genesis on the victory. Enjoyed it immensely, and hopefully we get to do it again soon. So hopefully you were able to look at these attacks. If you have any problems with your hogs, watch these attacks over and over again and study them. You can't do any better than that as far as how to deploy the hogs. So anyway, go ahead and get those 3-star attacks and get that 6-star war.